Good morning, everyone. Today we will be doing lesson number 4 from your Honeysuckle book on Indian American women in space, Kalpana Chawala. Okay, so in this lesson we will be learning the life story, the life coverage, how she met, how she overcome the differences, how she overcome the opinions, her fears, and then triumphed to enter into the space. Her first mission was really a successful mission for our Indian astronomy, but then later the second one was a tragedy in which we lost her. Okay, so now we will come to know about the story, how and when and how all means, through all, what all differences, through what all circumstances she entered into this prestigious Indian Space Center. Okay. So Kalpana Chawala said that she never dreamt as a child in Karnal that she would cross the frontiers of space. It was enough that her parents allowed her to attend engineering college after she graduated from Tagore School. She graduated, in the first stanza we can understand that she graduated from a Tagore School. Okay, graduation, she completed her graduation from the Tagore School. But then, being a girl from a small town, Karnal, like Punjab, okay, it was really a bit difficult for the girls. Promoting the girls for a higher studies was not that up to the level. People were not that supporting. Okay, the girls were not allowed to move on to have a further studies. But then she had a better support from her family, and she entered to her study. Her parents allowed to study after graduation. Her parents allowed her to study in the engineering college. Okay, after a Bachelor of Science degree in aeronautical engineering, against great opposition from her father, she went for the masters to the United States of America. In the first line itself, we can say that though her father allowed her, after completing her graduation, she was allowed to do the engineering, but then after the engineering, she wanted to pursue further studies, but then there was a slight opposition from her father, but then she overcome that. Okay, she didn't stop by that opposition from her father, but then she went to US for the further study. She got the masters from the masters in this aeronautical engineering from the science in United States of America. She later earned her PhD in aerospace engineering. Kalpana Chawala was the first Indian American women astronaut to blast off from the launch pad at the Cape Canaveral, Florida. Okay, this is the place, this is a space station, Florida mein one space station, Cape Canaveral. Okay, this space station, from this, the word given is blast off. This blast off doesn't mean that to explode. She took off. She took off from the launch pad. Launch pad means the position from this aircraft and everything is being launched. You know that rocket science and how it is being launched. When launch pad is being arranged for this rocket and space to go to the mission. For the particular launch pad was at Cape Canaveral, Florida. Okay, she took off. Though her father opposed for her further studies as an aeronautical engineer, she graduated. She further studied. She took her masters and then she even earned her PhD in aerospace engineering, and then later she blast off. Blast off means took off from the launch pad to the first space mission from the Cape Canaveral, Florida. Okay, and participated in a successful mission in space. Her family from India cheered along with staff at the Kennedy Space Center as they watched the Columbia liftoff. The space shuttle that she was supposed to take off, she went for the mission, was known as Columbia. Columbia was the name of that specific space shuttle. Okay, she lit off from the Cape Canaveral, Florida in this particular spacecraft that is named as Columbia. Okay, Kalpana was born in Karnal, Haryana, and was a naturalized US citizen, married to flight instructor Jean Perry Harrison. Naturalized means what? Being Jean Perry a US citizen, she too, since she got married to him, she became a natural citizen. She got the citizenship in that directly. She got the citizenship. She too got the citizenship. She was born in Karnal in Haryana, that you know, from the Punjab. She became a citizen. She became the citizen by marrying a flight instructor named Jean Perry Harrison, who was already a citizen of US. Okay. Besides being an astronaut, she was licensed to fly single and multi-engine land as airplanes. single engine airplanes and flight gliders. She was also certified flight instructor. Not only she was licensed to fly single flight machine, but also multi-engine land airplanes. She could fly those machines also. So then she could fly seaplanes, gliders, and all this. She could fly all this multi-engine airplanes, as well as seaplanes and gliders too. She was a certified flight instructor. We came to know in the first instance that her husband was also a flight instructor. Later, she also became a flight instructor. After qualifying as a pilot, Kalpana began to consider another challenge, applying to NASA Space Shuttle program. She already was recognized as a pilot, that we came to know, since she could fly the seaplanes, gliders, and all these things. Okay, so but then what she decided? Now she decided to become a NASA space scientist. So that was her second mission that she decided now I should pursue for that. She was first hired as a research scientist at NASA. In 1994, she was selected by the NASA for training as an astronaut. In 1994, she was selected as since she determined, she thought now to pursue in the NASA spacecraft, so now a space mission, she was first hired as a scientist in the NASA Institute, okay, for training as an astronaut. When asked what was this been like a woman in a field, she replied, I really never ever thought while pursuing my studies or doing anything else that I was a woman or a person from a small city or a different country. That is what she is trying to say. When after her success, when she met with the interviewers, or when she was asked, okay, what do you feel like? What happened? What is your myth towards this women entering into space mission? What do you think from your side? She said that though being born from a small city like Kana, I never thought while I was studying, I never thought that I will ever enter into this space station, or I would ever fly a seaplane or glider, I would ever be a pilot. This was not actually. Now also you can understand that while you are now studying, you are in the phase of studying. Okay, now you might think that you have to become a pilot, engineer, and so also. But then as time passes, your opinion, your thought regarding that particular profession might change, and you may shift to something other. So here now this phase is that you may think many things, but then she was very determined that she wanted to pursue so and so, though she had many opposition from her family itself, even then she overcome that. And then that is what she is telling to the people, that I never thought that I would have such a success in my life. Then I pretty much had my dreams like anyone else, and I followed them. And people who were around me fortunately always encouraged me and said, if that was what you want to do, carry on. That is what the thing. If in our life, whenever we want to pursue something, if we have the proper support, definitely we can achieve. She too had the same thing. That is, we can understand that her family members encouraged her that if you want to do so, then continue with doing. Carry on with your mission. Carry on with your thoughts. Whatever you feel to do in your life, you continue with it. This was all, whatever she achieved in her life was not possible if there was no support from her family and the people whom she always thought to be inspired. It is only from these all peoples whom she followed that it was through their propagation, through their motivation, she achieved everything in her life. Okay? Kalpana's first space mission in the space shuttle Columbia was 15 days, 16 hours and 34 minutes long. During this time, she went around the Earth 252 times. Here in the fifth paragraph, we can understand that how long she sustained in that particular space mission, her first space mission. That was, it was 15 days, 16 hours and 34 minutes long. During that time, she went around the Earth 252 times, traveling 10.45 million kilometers. The crew included, along with her, there were crew who were Japanese as well as Ukrainian astronaut she was accompanied by them also. Okay? The crew performed experiments such as pollinating plants to observe food growth in space and tests for making stronger metals and faster computer chips for a price tag of about $56 million. You can see that this space mission, whenever they go for a space mission, they have different missions they carry on along with together. So here we can also see that what sort of mission they carried out. They learned, they were doing regarding the pollinating of pollinating means what? From the grains, you grow the baby saplings, that all they experimented there. Moreover, they also tested for stronger metals and computer chips. That also they carried out there as a part of the mission. They carried out all these experiments during that particular, her first mission, that is the Columbia, during the first mission. Then on Saturday, paragraph 6, on the Saturday night when the news about the Columbia disaster broke, there was a shock and disbelief. That is, this happened. Now the tragedy for this Columbia mission occurred. And everybody, as soon as the news started spreading, everybody were very much in agony. They were very much curious to know the well-being, to know how this Kalpana Chawala was doing, what is the status of her, and the companions were, the other astronomers were accompanying her. Okay. Now the town of Karnal spent a sleepless nights as thousands of households stayed glued on to their television sets in the hope that Kalpana and the crew had somehow survived. Now all the people, including her family members and the whole town of the Karnal, since from early childhood the people might be knowing her. If a person from one particular town is having something prosperous or something a better future in their life, then it's normal that that particular region, the people might be aware of that particular person. So here, as soon as the news of this Columbia space shuttle broke, everyone, including our family members, all the peoples of this Karnal village were very much in distress. They wanted this leader, this missioner, want to come back safely. But then what happened that we can know? She was a heroine. It takes enormous ability to become an enormous. You need to know a lot about everything, from biology to astrophysics to aeronautical engineering. In this age of super specialization, you must have encyclopedic knowledge to be an astronomer. Now what the journalist said, that it takes a lot of courage, one person, to perform all these things. Going to space and carrying out all these experiments is not an easy task. One should have always a sure determination to carry out this. There may be many difficulties that the person is going to have in this particular mission, but then you should be determined, you should be focused with your mission. That is what the journalist said. She herself had an enormous effort. She had an enormous ability. She had many knowledge. She herself had an encyclopedic knowledge. That is, encyclopedia means what? The book that contains of all the knowledge. She was having a knowledge from astrophysics to various certain category. That is what all required for a person to have going for this particular mission. Okay. Now the paragraph 7. For millions of young Indians, the story of Kalpana Chawala, a girl from a small town who touched the skies, had become an inspiration. In a message she sent from abroad, the space shuttle Columbia, to students to her college in Chandigarh. Now, she was, it's obvious that if a person is pursuing something and if that person has a successful career in that, and then she becomes she becomes a sort of, she might have, one might have many followers in that. She becomes a leader, she becomes a hero, she becomes a motivator to the rest of us. So she too had many followers, and so who were always curious to know many things regarding her, and every time she answered them. That is what she answered from a Columbia space shuttle to the students of that college, the College of Chandigarh. That is, Kalpana said, the path from dreams to success does exist. You may have the vision to find it, the courage to get into it. Wishing you a great journey. There will surely be many who start off this journey to fulfill their dreams. That is what she did. It's not only that you dream, it's not only that you wish, but the thing is that to pursue it, you should have a sheer determination. Your determination, your hard work, your efforts will all put you to this, will always help you to achieve your goals. It's only that, nothing else. You should be focused with what you want to achieve in your life. That is what she's trying to tell, to describe. That is what she's trying to motivate the students of the College of Chandigarh, that once you are focused, be determined to follow your dreams. Dreams, anyone can have a dream, but then to achieve those dreams, you need to pursue, you need to chase those dreams. Chase those dreams, be motivated, be focused, then only even you can achieve great milestones in your life. That is what we can understand from the story of the Kalpana Chawla. How she started and how she ended up with losing her life, but then she had a great followers and she gave even a influential message to the students. Okay, let's be focused, let's be let's chase our dream, whatever dream we are having in our life. Okay, hope you understood this story. Take care. Thank you.